Well, great to be back on Sabian Media Sports Extra on YouTube. And like I always do, it's always ready to serve you the best of sport and content. We are in to look at some of the legends in the past, in the present, who really put in exceptional performances, who were regarded as heroes by their clubs in the Ghana Premier League. Early 2000s, late 2000s, they were there and they contributed to the growth and development of the Ghana Premier League. These are names that really made headwaves in the Ghana Premier League. Mudini die na ashita bebia, yeah, Ghana Premier League anymore. I believe growing up, more and more shemino, SHS, JHS, even at the university, unya one or two nicknames be, yeah. And nicknames on one funny thing is that their own penno, and eventually ebe yudin, the old penny the any udin that. It is what study. Some of the teachers are very smart. When you do school, be at the first thing obey, and they say obey introducing him, of course. And after the introduction, the next thing is say, as a teacher, you are not supposed to do this. So ethically, I don't think you're right. You are not supposed to do it. But we see some teachers right after introducing their names, the next thing, and some will drop their nickname because they are afraid. And one is students no kai hu say eye den a omema o nickname ebia na wonje o nickname no but eye den a omobema o nickname. So nickname there, there's something you cannot really take away from us as Ghanaians, as football fans. And some of the nicknames were given to those players by commentators. Others too, it has to do with the kind of performance they put up consistently or usually on the field of play. So supporters, and or cookie that nickname for that particular player. Some to their teammates came out with those names, and this conversation is going to be very, very interesting. In no order, we start off with one player who was on the books of Hazakes. He played for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and he also played for Obuasi Ashanti Gold. I believe by now, if you've been a key follower or an ardent follower, or let me say someone who really pitches the Ghana Premier League, you should know this gentleman. He's in the person of Joseph Hendricks. Joseph Hendricks. Yeah. Hendricks played for Hazakes. He also played for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Even captain Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Yeah. And he played for Obuasi Ashanti Gold. Later on, he had minutes or he had spells at Mediama Sporting Club. So Joseph Hendricks. Now Hendricks, na hutedino idiana yede friend no. Hey, Oriba. Yeah, Oriba. At a point in time, some people were really confused. And now Oriba no Ababe Ariba. Those days, MTN was known as MTN Ariba. Later on, it became MTN. But none diano Oriba and Ariba. Yeah, Timoana my confused, Oriba. How did Joseph Hendricks get that nickname or that nicky? And growing up, I used to have conversations with my uncles, and anytime we match, whenever they return to the house, no more make it time. Someone maybe didn't come up after football, and also some of the reasons behind those nicknames, through commentators, through reading, and through research, and a but for Oreba, kind see me what no. It was Ashanti Gold versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and there was a chief tormentor in the Ashanti Gold setup. A chief tormentor, Charlie. Now that winger they give Asante Kotoko defense rest to pressure throughout, like some carbon crown speedy. It was crazy. It was crazy. He was pacey, more of Pajaro. Yeah. And that player was called Ofusu Amua. Ofusu Amua. Yeah. So Ofusu Amua will play through the right. After some minutes or seconds, quickly will move from the right to the middle. After some seconds, you will not see him in the middle again. The next thing, he's on the left flanks, tormenting Kumasi Asante Kotoko, left, right, center. And Joseph Hendricks was under pressure. The pressure was so huge to the extent that the next thing that really came out from the mouth of Joseph Hendricks was Afran Oriba, Afran Oriba, Afran Oriba, Oriba, Afran Oriba, Afran Oriba. And Afran, like typical Fanti, yeah, Abofra, that is in Chi or Wakan, Abofra. But the Fantis, the Cape Coast, Afran. So Afran Oriba, Afran, because Ofuswamwa was diminutive, smallish. Yeah, diminutive. Let me put it that way. Afran Oriba, Afran Oriba, Afran Oriba. And after the match, I don't know how the supporters got to hear about it. The name started to have that ambience and Oriba. So from Afran Oriba, and they made this short to Oriba. So that is about it on how Joseph Hendricks got the nickname Oriba. And Joseph Hendricks was a tough customer in defense. We'll give you that grit, we'll give you that aggression, very robust captain for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And when Kotoko won the Premier League in 2004, he was the captain of the side. We move on to one player who played for Ashanti Gold, also had a spell with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He's in the person of Kenneth Abebiu. Now, Kenneth Abebiu's nickname is so unique and so interesting. Yeah, his nickname was Betu Mame. Betu Mame. So Betu Mame, kick it. It's like, come and kick it for me. Come and kick it for me, or kick the ball for me. So Betu Mame, he got the nickname. He was a good free kick taker. Very good free kick taker. Not the type of free kick taker who will go in for the bending and the spin, put a spin on the ball. No. Raw power. Will hit the ball so hard. So Kenneth Abebiu was a good free kick taker his days at Obuasi Ashanti Gold. And it was at Ashanti Gold that he got the nickname Betu Mame. So anytime Ashanti Gold had a tough game whereby they were really struggling to bury the game or score an important equalizer or score the winning goal, and there is a free kick, dying members of the game, they will put the ball down for Kenneth Abebiu. And the guy was just scoring. He was scoring. So the supporters came up with this name, Betu Mame. So dying members of the game, Ashanti Gold, they are in need of a crucial goal or of a match winner, and the supporters will start chanting, Betu Mame, Betu Mame, Betu Mame. So he moved from Ashanti Gold to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and at Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they still refer to him as Betu Mame, and he scored some good free kick goals at Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So Kenneth Abebiu, that is how he also got his nickname. We move on to the next player, Ajimendia. Stalwart in defense. Ajimendia played for Ashanti Gold. He played for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He also played for Accra Hearts of Oak. So na onye defender ketewa. Ajimendia mono wo platform sa ni ball ni bo. Enya asem ketewa. Ya nye nkofo number 5 na ono de o platform nko an ono platform ni ball ni bo sa prawiem. Ajimendia is one of the few players who played in the finals of the African Club Championship or the CAF Champions League with Accra Hearts of Oak. 2000, 64 battalions, he was part of the 64 battalions, and he won the CAF Champions League with Accra Hearts of Oak. He also played in the finals of the CAF Champions League, I think with Obuasi Ashanti Gold, either the CAF Confederation Cup or the CAF, yeah, either the Confederation Cup. It's either the Confederation Cup or the CAF Champions League. And he also played in the finals for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So one hell of a centre back, played for the Black Stars as well. And Ajimendria was nicknamed Rambo. Rambo. And this one, I don't need to give you a breakdown as to how he got the name, because we all know the behavior of Rambo when he's on the battlefield or when he's giving an assignment on an emergency operation. Charlie, Rambo will not spare you. Rambo will do it for you. Yeah. So more of you can literally leave the defense for him to handle, because he was Rambo. He had all the weapons to handle the wingers, the number 10s, and the attackers. And for him to play for Ashanti Gold, play for Kotoko, and play for Accra House of Folk, that clearly gives us an indication as to how great he was as a center back. The next player, he moved from Ebusia Dwarfs to Accra House of Folk, and as at 1996, he was playing for the Black Stars. At Accra House of Folk, he became a figure, he became a leader. He transitioned from a right back to a midfielder and evolved into a playmaker, later on evolved into a striker. One of the few players to be imposed as a goalkeeper for the Black Stars, Emmanuel Osei, for he was nicknamed the General. So the General, the mystery or how he got the nickname General has to do with his ability to play multiple roles. So Charlie, that Nicky was so on point. So he was a different breed. For him to successfully play as a right back, play as a midfielder, play as a number 8, play as a number 10, play as a striker. And when Hasselhoff won the CAF Champions League in 2000, he was the top scorer. The top scorer. Yeah. So Emmanuel Osei Kuffour was nicknamed the General for a reason. And it has to do with his ability to interpret different roles with perfection on the field of play. We move on to the next player. He had the bars, hit the dizzy heights in the Ghana Premier League around 2016, 17, thereabout. Winfo Kobna. Earlier on, he had a stint with Accra House of Folk. He moved to Europe and he was back. And around 2016, 2017, that Accra House of Folk setup had, I think, Cosmos, Dauda, that tall striker. Oh, I've forgotten his name. Thomas Abbey, then Patrick Razak, then there was one tall striker, I've forgotten his nickname. Yeah. That House of Folk team also had Winfo Kobna, and Winfo Kobna was a delight to watch in terms of caressing the ball, in terms of playing that delicious pass to strikers. He had that thing in his system, in his DNA, and he was nicknamed the Live Warrior. And the Live Warrior came about as a result of how everything in the House of Folk team at that time went through Winfo Kobna. For House of Folk to experience any magic, for them to experience any goal, Winfo Kobna had to conjure magic, had to stand out, had to step up. And like I said earlier on, everything went through Winfo Kobna. So live wire, you know a live wire and a dead wire. Dead wires, there are no current passing through dead wires. So for a wire to be live, it means there is current flowing through the wire. So the Hasselhoff team at that time, the current was going through Winfo Kobna, the live wire. Now, the next player on the list is Valentine Atem. And Valentine Atem was a key player for Obuasi Ashanti Gold. In fact, he was close to joining Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And there is this story that the then board chairman of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, who is now a king, Bantamahene, at that time, Sylvester Asari, he even got arrested in Cameroon because he wanted to do everything possible to secure the signature of Valentine Atem. Atem played for one Cameroonian club, is it Enugu Rangers or so? Kotoko played against Enugu Rangers and he was fantastic, so they wanted to bring him on board. Kotoko missed out on Valentine Atem, and what Kotoko lost, what Kotoko lost was so huge because at Ashanti Gold, he was a delight to watch. Nickname Valigo. He could score, he could dribble, he could assist, and he was that stocky. So he had that low center of gravity, could go past defenders with cheeky ease. And Shaibu Yakubu was the top scorer, I think, in 2003, 2004 Ghana Premier League. But the secret behind the good performance of Shaibu Yakubu was Valentine Atem. Charlie Atem was feeding Shaibu Yakubu. He was feeding him so well. So no wonder Shaibu ended up winning the Golden Boot. And if you've been a key follower of the Ghana Premier League, die-hard fan of Obuasi Ashanti Gold, this story shouldn't be new to you. Yeah, those who used to stay at Obuasi or those who are typical Obuasi boy, they know this story. The telepathy, the understanding between Shabu Yakubu and Valentine Atem. Atem was nicknamed Valigo. Valigo. He was that good to the point that he had a fan club in Obuasi, Valigo fan club. Anytime Ashanti Gold had a match, especially the home matches, they were there in their numbers, had his picture on a big cloth. And anytime Ashanti Gold, they were involved in home matches, they were there to cheer him on. And he was a delight watching the Ghana Premier League. We'll end here. We'll have part two. Yeah, we have part two of this interesting segment on Saben Media Sports Extra. So I came your way with something from the past, and the focus was on funny nicknames and how the legends from the past, legends in the present, how they got those nicknames, those who really plied their trade in the Ghana Premier League, those who really made that good name in the Ghana Premier League. More of legends in the Ghana Premier League and how they came about with their nicknames. Not all of them are really legends, of course. I don't want to abuse the word legend, but they really stood out. They had something unique, and that really gave them those nicknames, interesting funny names as well. So I will end here, and it's a promise there will be part two of this segment. And do what to subscribe to Saben Media Sports Extra on YouTube for the better sporting content. I'd like to hear from you in the comment section. Yeah, Charlie, any player you want me to have a look at, give you a breakdown on how he got his nickname, I'll do justice to it. So drop the player's name in the comment section. Do what to subscribe to Saben Media Sports Extra on YouTube for the best of sporting content. Have a wonderful day.